Welcome to Walking with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 2. And this is Jesus speaking. Therefore, when thou dost thy alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily, I say unto you, they have their reward. And I'm going to repeat that. Therefore, when thou dost thy alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily, I say unto you, they have their reward. We are filled with joy when we see children sharing toys. The only reward they see in a new friend and in a fun afternoon on the playground. They are not looking around to see who is watching, but they are focused only on themselves and their joy and their interaction with each other. As Christians, we must give and do the same good works in the name of the Lord and do as those children and not care about who is watching and who is looking. I know that there is so much negativity in this world going around that we need to share positivity. The news only shares negativeness. It's just awful, god awful. And then you got all this hatred and people that's recording and doing horrific things for likes, for videos, and it's just awful. But yes, we do need to spread positive things. But here's the thing about everybody that is on their phones and is doing these things and recording where they're helping people that are in need. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to help those people, yes, but you need to stop recording it. I keep saying that. I don't know how many times in my videos where I say that, but this verse right here, God is telling you that the way that you're doing it is wrong. You're gaining off those people, first of all. Because first of all, those people do not have, they're homeless, they're in need, and it's their story. It's not your story to tell, your story to post for everybody to see that they're down and out, because you don't know when the next time you're going to be down and out. And you don't want somebody with a camera in your face recording that and leaving as evidence, because you don't know if their story's done yet. But you have already blasted it all over social media for everybody else to see. What if then a year from then they got back on their feet and they're walking around and they're in a job, and then somebody goes, look, isn't that you? It was none of your business to repost that. It's not your story to be telling. You're supposed to do it and leave that between you, God, and that person. The only reason why you would have the time to take out your phone and record you doing such thing isn't because you actually care about that person. Isn't because you actually want to help that person out. It's because you want to show the world all about you. Every bit of it screams me, 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 me. That's vain. That's self-idolatry. And so this makes it even more wrong. Those who truly want to help somebody don't have the time to take out their phone and record such things. The only reason why you would ever be doing it is for you to gain. Either you're gaining popularity because everybody sees what you have done, or you're gaining all these likes to build up all your likes, or to gain how many followers on your thing. None of it screams that you actually truly wanted to help that person. None of it. And yes, even though you're doing evil things, God always uses evil for good. So because you wanted to be all evil and be all about yourself, God still used you to bless that person. Amen. Because that's how he works. So yes, you're still committing some kind of good deed, but God used your evilness for his good to bless that person. But y'all need to stop it with the video recording of these people in their lives and making these videos. And another thing that just kind of irks me is the social experiment videos where y'all sitting there taking these standing on the street corner and you act like you're pouring gasoline all over you and gonna light a match. Do you not realize how many people who are actually set on fire for real life in the real world, who actually are committing suicide, and yet y'all doing it for a social experiment and it is a joke? Oh, but we're just doing it to see if how people care. People do care, but they're gonna stop caring because they're gonna think that somebody's making a prank. So then when somebody's out there doing it for real, everybody's going to walk by. They're going to think it's a joke. They're going to think it's a laugh. Nobody's going to not really care. You're not helping the problem. You're adding to the problem of people not caring about such things. How can they when everybody's making it a joke? And it's nothing to be joking about. People committing suicide is not a joke. People wanting to hurt themselves is not a joke. So doing these stupid social experiment things is making a joke of it. You're making matters worse. You're not helping anybody in any situation. In fact, there's a lot of people that are sitting there. You're giving the evil people a chance to sit there and laugh. Because they're laughing at the fact that nobody's helping. They seem to think it's even more funny. You're spreading more evil. Nothing about what you're doing is helping the situation at all. You're adding to the problem. You're making it worse. You're spreading the hate. Nothing is helping anybody in any kind of situation by doing those things. You're making it so much worse. And it's so gruesome. Not only that, but you not realize how many people in foreign lands, countries that actually have acid and gasoline thrown on them. Do you know how many abusive relationships where the man has actually tried to set the spouse on fire? I'm actually one of those people. It is not funny. Y'all making light of something that is absolutely just horrific. It's a horrific act that actually happens to people. And because you want to get all these followers and these likes and doing these social media experiments, gags, how about you get up off that social media experiment and actually get up and go do something that's going to help somebody? Go volunteer somewhere. You really want to make a difference? Then go make a difference. Making these stupid videos is not making a difference. You're hurting people. Whether your heart was in good intent or not. That's not how people take it. That's not how people see it. And that's not what's going on. You got to pay attention to what you're doing. You got to pay attention to what you're posting and the reason why you're doing things. See, there's a lot of people that think they're really great Christians. Oh, I'm a great Christian. I do this and I do this. And their whole entire lifestyle is just doing this and doing this. And they're just lined up. And all they can do is tell everybody, no. I'm sorry, I can go. You know, I volunteer, girl, every day. I go and do this every day. And the whole reality of it is, you could care less about who the people you're volunteer to help. It's all for show. So that everybody can see you and like, man, that girl, every day she's doing something. But you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. It's in vain. And God sees you. He knows why you're doing it. So even though there's a lot of good help coming because you are sitting there to volunteer and those people need it. But God knows exactly how and why you're doing things. And there are certain people out there that don't realize that they have sitting a turnabout was supposed to be a good deed, has made it all about themselves and just want to make sure that everybody knows that they do this every single day, they do this every single week, and they're always here and they don't have no time. Because when you got to announce it and when you got to make it known, it is no longer about what you're doing. It is all about, look at me. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. You might as well be that little kid Stuart from SNL. Look at me. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. That's how God's looking at you. That's how you're acting. Your heart's got to be for the right reasons.